Okay, so this is the class we have. Now I just simply want to convert this class into a Sling model. So for that we have to use at the rate model in or at the rate model annotations we have to use. Okay, just simply import this model. Later that here we have one important attributes. So we have to use, otherwise it will throws the error, and that is adaptables. Okay, and we have to lot of adaptable. Just simply you can use here page.class as well. No issue. We have to import that one. Okay, but mostly in the basic, we use only these two things. First one is a resource.class and second one is a Sling HTTP servlet request. Okay, so in this case, I'm using a Sling resource.class. Not only the one. If you want more than one, then you can just simply define here array. And after that, simply you can give a comma and you can define Sling HTTP servlet request. Okay. But now I'm just defining only one, that is resource.class, and make sure that whenever you will import, so see by default it will import this resource. This is the package it will import by default and it's a wrong. Okay, so remove this one, type Control Shift O and you will see the here org apache sling.api.resource.resource. This is the package we have to import. Finished. Now the thing is done. Now here, come here in this CRXD, and inside this CRXD, I have one component that is hello world. Okay, so where is that component in this project? You will see here hello world, and inside that, yeah, here we have a lot of properties. See, here we have a lot of nodes we have. These are nothing but the fields only. Okay, so now just try to open this one, this hello world component. Come in this sites. So this one is our project sites. Go inside this EN and just try to open it. How many properties we have by the way? Address. This is the address we have. Address, and here we have a well. Well, and after that here we have a text as well. Okay. Come here in this EN and this one is ours. Okay. So in this case, now what I have this multi-field, but I don't want this. This is the multi-field. I don't want this one, but in future I need. Okay. In future I need this multi-field, but right now I don't want it. So simply you can just simply come here. This is the address and you can just hidden this. Instead of multi-field, we have to define there hidden. That's it. Save the changes, come here and refresh once. That's okay. Now after that, yeah. So here you will see that multi-field is hidden now. After that, here we have a text and this one. This is the color tags. So here I have uses the backend code. Using that, I'm just rendering this all the stuff. But let it be. I'm just hiding this one as well. Oh, that's okay. Now we don't have this. This is the name I have defined, and after that, these are the fields I have. Okay, so user will write the informations here. Okay, user will define the information inside this text field. Shit. Search. Okay, last name it may be a software, and here is the expiry date, and after that, here we have a date of birth. Okay, just simple. This is the field I have taken. Now user will enter the information inside our CQ dialog, and this is the information I have to retrieve by using a Sling model. So by using a Sling model, I have to retrieve this information. So how we can get this? Now before that, you just simply have to save the changes. We have save it, and from here inside this hello world.html I have defined these other things, so just simply save it. Now you won't see this one. We are not even saying the hello world as well now. So just for the example, just type here hey. Okay, that's it. After that, now what I need, first of all, here, well, I don't want it. This multi-fill I don't want. This text also I don't want it, and this color as well. But here I need a f name. So inside this f name, what we have, this is the variable. This is nothing but the variable. Whenever the user will come here and try to type something, okay, or store some information, so indirectly this information will store inside your f name variable. Okay, so now this is the variable I need. So what is the data type for this? String. Okay, so simply we have to come here and we have to use here string define first of all private, after that string, and later that f name. We have already discussed. See, this node properties name and your Java variable both should be same. Then it will map with each other. Otherwise, it won't. But we cannot get directly. We cannot get if here we are just simply defining a variable. How it will map directly this first name inside this f name? So we have to inject. We have to inject. So for injecting, we use a value map value. For injecting, we use a value map value. Just try to import this. Okay, that's nice. After that, the same thing we need for the last name. So here we have a last name. The same way we will get. Firstly, we have to define here value map value. After that, private string last name. This last name is okay. Yeah. After that, here we have a expiry date. For the expiry date, here we have a data and the type is string. So you can just simply hit enter value map value, and here you can define the private string and the expiry date. That's it. It's not necessary to define only the value map value. Okay, but it provides the advantages. Instead of that, you can simply use the inject here. That is also okay. Okay, inject is also okay, but in future this inject will deprecate. In future, this inject will deprecate. Okay, so here we have a inject. Now, what we are doing? So we are fetching the data from the properties. Is it what we are doing? We are fetching the data from the properties. So simply here we have to mention like source. We have to mention this source annotation, and we have to tell to this particular annotation I have to retrieve the data from the value map. Got it? And after that, now consider your this is the expiry date we have, and what is the name? Expiry date. And now you don't want to define here expiry date 1, 2, 3. Now in this way you have defined. Okay, now you want this is the name you want to store inside this particular variable. So how we can do that things? For that we have to use the name property. This is the name property we have to use, and after that we have to mention expiry date. So this is the expiry particular expiry date, it will come inside this variable. Okay, inside this variable it will come. But instead of that we are using three annotations here. You can simply use only one annotation, that is value map value. There is no need to define this source and the name properties, name annotations. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Okay, after that here we have to define the getter method. See, you cannot directly access this variable. Okay, if you want to print or you want to transfer this variable deliver to someone, for that we have to define the getter methods. Okay, so public string I'm using, what we need, get first name. That's it. Simply return f name. Then after that what we have, a last name, public string get last name. You can define anything but string, no? Okay, so here I'm just defining. Okay, your method should be a meaningful. Okay, I'll tell you later, but it should be a meaningful, and after that here what we need, last name. That's it. And at the last, public public string, and what we have, expiry date, get expiry date, return. And after that, instead of that, we don't need this 1 2 3. If you have more than one, this is a getter method, and based on the variable you want to create it, you can just simply right click. Here we have options of the source. You will see somewhere source, and here we have a getter method. Say getter methods we have. You can just simply select and just generate it. Automatically, it will generate the getter methods. Done. I think so. It's done now. Okay. So now this is the thing I have to call in my component. Particularly why we are using a Sling model for defining some business logic. But at the end, we have to print that business logic somewhere. Is it? So I'll just simply came here in which one? This is my hello world. Okay. And this is the hello world is rendering inside my EN page. Here. Is rendering here, no? So here only I have to write the logic now. Here only I have to write the logic. How we can define the first thing, the first thing you have to define. Oh, okay. The first one, here you have to define the data slide use for, see, this is now all our logic where it has inside this class, is it? And if you want to access these methods, just like a get first name, get last name, and get expiry date in the Java, then for that we'll create a object, is it? We'll create the object, and after that we'll call. Like that only we'll do now. So Sling model example, consider this is our class. Sling model example. After that we'll create the object is equals to new, and again we'll define here Sling model example, and after that like that object dot get first name. Okay, if you need the last name, object dot get last name. Like that will do. But in this we will not create the object of the Sling model. Here we are not able to create the object of the Sling model. We can create the reference. Okay, but still you want to create an object, then we have only one option, that is where you want to print this logic, there you can create the object. You can create the object inside this HTML. But HTML is not responsible to create the object. Then who? HTL. Okay, or you can say it's a sitely. So this sitely is responsible to create your object, to create an object for your Sling model. So how we can create? So I'm writing a sitely code now. Data slide use. Data slide use. So this is the object. This object is responsible. That means this is the attribute, and this attribute is responsible to create the object for your Sling model. So this is the particular, you can name it anything, but for the example I have given here object. Double quotes open and double quote close it. For whom you want to create the object? For this Sling model. For this Sling model. But where is this present? So this present inside your this package. So you just simply have to copy this, come here, paste it, and after that just select Sling model example. Copy this and simply paste it. Okay, that is nice. That's done. We have created the object now. Once we have created the object, here everything is work on the elements. Okay, your HTML work on the tags only. So every time whatever you are defining something new, for that we have to define the tag. Okay, so just for the example, I'm here defining the paragraph. You have open, once you have open, you have to close it as well. Okay, so I'm just printing here first name. First name I'm printing here. That's nice. Dollar curly braces open and the close. So this is nothing but for your Java. This is nothing for your Java. So here is the expression language. This is nothing but the expression language. Now how we can call? So we knows that firstly we have to call to this object, and inside the object we have a method. So which is the method we need? First name. Because inside this first name we have this variable. Okay, so you can simply copy this get first name, come here and just simply paste it. But there is a logic, there is a rule. You cannot call directly by using this method. Okay, there is some syntax. You have to remove this get first of all, and make this f small, and everything will be same. After that, everything will be same. But this thing you have to follow. So what? First of all, if you have a get, you have to remove this. After that, this should be in a small case. The first one. Again, I need paragraph. This time I need a last name. Last name dollar curly braces open object dot get last name. Just copy this. Come here. Now tell me what we have to remove. Get. This is the get we have to remove. Just remove it and make this L small. That's nice. After that, what we have? Expiry date. So copy this expiry date. Expiry date, and here we have to remove this get and make this E small. And at the last, we have something. I think open this date of birth. Something we have date of birth, and what's the yeah, the variable is DOB. So come here, and after that you can define value map value. After that, a public, no, not a public, it should be in private string, and after that date of birth. That's it. Now we have to create a getter for this public string get date of birth. Okay, otherwise get date of birth and return the date of birth. That's it. Is done. Get expiry date. Okay, now copy this, paste it, remove this. Yeah, it's done now. Okay, so see, one thing we know is that where we have defined this, where we have designed in our CRXD, but the same thing we have present inside our apps as well. But if you try to go there, here apps we have, and this project, our project, and these are the components. Somewhere you will see this hello world component. If you double click on this hello world component, we don't have anything. Okay, and when you will deploy, if you try to deploy it from here, once you will try to deploy by using a CMD, whatever it has present, only this thing will reflect to your CRXD as well. Okay, so for that we have to import. We have to import from there, and for importing, this server should be on. Now you can import from the server and just simply finish. Otherwise, you will get the error here. If it is not on, then you will get the error here. Yeah, that's it. Now we got these things. Okay, where we can deploy it? Come here. And where is our project? I think in the desktop. Desktop. Here we have a where it is search project, and this core I need. See, because what I have done here is only the backend code I have changed. Front end it will reflect automatically. Okay, so only backend code I have changed. So you can just simply open the CMD and just define here mvn clean install, and one profile we knows that p auto install bundle. Exactly, we have to define here bundle. So once you will hit enter, you will get one error. In my case I won't get, but in your case you will get. Okay, so which error? That is JUnit error you will get. So how we can solve that one? So here this is my core. Go back, and here this is my project. So inside this pom we have to go. This is the parent pom, parent pom.xml. Okay. So this is the error. This is the dependency error. So in this case, right now what I have a 4.1.0. Before that, you will see 3.2.0 here. Okay. So this is the version we need to change from 3.0.2 to 4.1.2. Yeah, that's it. Save the changes. Come here and just deploy it. Now I think so we got the hey. No, that's nice. Okay, the build is success. Now you can come here, EN, and just try to refresh it. Again, we have to refresh. Wait, just 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Here we got it everything. Here we got the everything. Now you can go there, configure it. Now you will see here first name. Here first name we have a search, and after that we have a software, and here we have a, so only the same thing we are getting inside this apps. Same thing we are getting here. Okay, but in some case it won't work. In some case it won't work. Why? Because all the field is a required. All the field is a required, and if you are not writing, in case we have written it, we have written everything. Okay, let me delete something from this. Now it won't render. Yeah, now we got the error. See, that's why our hello world is not working. Just come here and try to insert the hello world component. This is the hello world component. We got the error. Why we got this error? Because all the fields are required. We already knows that all the fields are required. So every time we have to add the information, and if you are not adding, then you will get the error. Okay, so every time we have to come here and we have to define at the rate optional. Okay, at the rate optional we have to define here the same process. We have to come here and we have to define the at the rate optional here as well. Okay, again we have to come here and we have to define the optional. Now it's not necessary to define the values because I have make this one as a optional. But now only we have a 3 here. But maybe sometimes we have a more than 100 variables. Okay, then every time we have to define this at rate optional. No, we'll define as a class level. Directly we'll define as a class level. So there we will mention like default injection strategy. Okay, is equals to value we have to define default injection strategy dot optional. That's it. That's it. Now we don't need to define this at the rate optional. You can remove because globally as a class level we have defined already. Okay, but some case now 99, consider we have 100 variables. Here we have 100 fields, and from this 100 field I need 98 as a optional and 2 field I need as a required. Okay, so you need this first name and this last name as a required, and remaining things you need as a optional. Let it be about this. You have to define this default injection strategy as a optional. After that, if you need this one as a required, then you can simply use here required annotations. You have to simply use here required annotations. If you haven't entered the name now, then you have to define it. If you haven't defined the variable, then you have to define. Got it? Now I'm just removing because by default it's required only. No, now it's optional. Here it's optional. Now you can just save the changes, come here and just try to refresh it. Didn't get. Okay, we are not getting still. Let it be about this. When we will deploy, that error will go automatically. No issue. Now the thing is, when user will not enter anything inside this fname. Okay, and by default I want to store some particular name to this fname variable. How we can do that thing? By using a default annotations. Using a default annotations, you can define the value to this particular variable. So here it will accept lot. Boolean values it will accept the doubles, it will accept the float values, it will accept the integer and long values, shorts, and by default it's a string. So for that we have to use this property, that is values. Okay, here I just simply want to define here search. Here you can come, just define here default again, and values. Here I'm just defining a software. See, here this is the value in a string format, and here I have defined the string as well. Okay, that means both the variable, that means this is the value and this data type should be same data type. It should be a same data type, otherwise you will get the error. Okay, now let it be about this. 2 is okay. Now we got this one. After that, here we have a at the rate resource path. We have a at the rate resource path. But before that we'll discuss about this at the rate name annotations. At the rate name annotation, we'll just try to discuss it. Okay, so use here value map value, and after that you can define here at the rate name annotations, and inside this name you can simply pass here sling. We'll discuss no public string we have, and sling colon resource type. Okay, so when you will come here inside this, I don't think so it's there or not, but still we'll try. Content, inside this content we have a search software us, and this is the en root container, another container we have, and inside that here we have a hello. Okay, yeah, so here we have a sling resource type. So this is the properties we have, see, and here we have this value. So now I need this value. This is the value I need, and where is that value present? Inside this sling colon resource type, and this is the variable. See what exactly sling model says. This one and your Java variable should be same, but this is not possible. Why? Because this is not a syntax to define the variable in our Java. This is not a variable. This is not a way to define the syntax in our Java. Here we have a colon. So in that case, what we have to do, you can simply use here at the rate name. You can simply use here at the rate name annotations. At the rate name annotation you can use, and you can pass here sling colon resource type. That's it. Import it. Once you will import, now you can change this one. You can make it anything. You can make it anything now. This is the sling resource type. It will store inside this variable. Come here at the down. Define one variable. Say like public string get resource type, and after that you can mention here return sling colon resource type. That's it. Done. This one is done now. See, the same thing we can achieve by using a value map value. There is no need to define this at the rate name. How? You can just simply come here and just simply define here name. Otherwise you can directly mention here sling colon resource type. That's it. It's not done. Name we have to define. Now that's it. Okay, so automatically what it will happen here is this sling resource type automatically inject with this sling resource type variable, but we can see by using this name annotations. Okay, this one is done. Another annotation we have, that is resource path. This is the resource path we have. Okay, so why we use this resource path? So if you have a path related thing, if you have any resource, if you have any node, and this is the node you want in your sling model, then you can simply use this resource path. Now come here. Now consider, yeah, this is the English and JCR colon content I have. I'm just simply copying this, and from this here, when I'm just clicking here in this EN and the JCR colon title, you will see somewhere page title and the JCR title as well. You will see I need the JCR title from this EN page. So all the EN data where it will store inside your JCR colon content. So you can just simply copy this path, come here, and after that here you have to mention the path, paste it. Now that's it. That's done. Now we got the, this is the resource, we got it, and from this resource now we need to store somewhere. Firstly we have to store somewhere. So how we can say, see, another thing is, everything in your crxd in this content folder is nothing but the resource only. So they have specially created one object, that is resource. So if you want to store this types of thing, then you have to create the resource object. And here I'm just saying page resource. I'm just saying here page resource. And from this page, now I'll just simply want the title. So comment down, public string get page title. Okay, and here we have a page what? Page resource. We have to check once. Okay, page resource we have, copy this, comment down, and just simply paste it here. After that, what we need, page get path. Okay, we'll try to get the path. Okay, we'll try to get the path now. See, it's not like that. You can get the JCR title as well, no issue. If you want to get this JCR title, for that you have to define here get value map, and after that you have to get what you want to get. So JCR title, you have to mention here JCR colon title, and it should be in the string format. It should be in the string dot class. That's it. We got it. We got this one, and here we have to define here return. But it's complicated, let it be. I'm not taking this. Instead of that, you can say get the path. That's nice. You can also get the name as well. Here we have a page title, so this is nothing but the name. So you can get the page name as well, no issue. So this one is done. Again, I'm defining here. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, at the rate colon inject. So this is the at the rate inject, and I'm just injecting the current resource here. See, this is nothing but your current resource. Automatically, when I have defined this one, this is nothing but your this hello world. Where it is? Yeah, this is the hello world. Automatically, you will get this path. Now, how you will get this path? So first of all, we knows that inside this hello world only, inside this hello world only, we have created our, yeah, we have called our Sling model. Inside this HTML only we have called to our Sling model. That's why this is the particular from this content. Here we have this content, and inside this content we have this path. So this is the path it will store inside your resource. Okay, comment down. Again we'll do the same thing. Get, okay, public public string, and after that now what we are getting, get, just simply just write now what we have. Now resource dot get children. You can get the children as well. Inside that we have a lot of childrens. No, not a lot of, only we have a multi-fill one. Only we have multi-fill one. So it's not a children. We can't get the children, but we'll get the name. We'll get the name of this. So we'll say get the page, get the name of the particular resource. That's it. return it, save the changes. That's done. Save it. Now we got this one as well. Now again we have a child resource. Child resource also we have. So you can just simply define here child resource annotations. This is the important annotations. So why we are using this one? Because of consider inside your resource. Now this is your hello world. And inside this hello world, if you have a child resources and you need this resource. So this is the resource you need. In that case, you can simply use this child resource. Okay, you can use this child resource. So resource we have to mention, and what's the name of this? This name should be same. So you are taking this node, so this name should be same. Multi field one, multi field one, and we knows about the multi field. Got it? And we have a resource attribute as well. Resource attributes, that means now this is my HTML. Sorry, this is my HTL. And from this HTL, now I want to pass some information to our Sling model. Okay. In some cases will come. In that case, we have to pass the information from your hello world, that means from your HTML to your Sling model. So in that case, how we can define firstly the attributes, how we can define it. So you have to come here, dollar curly braces open, and here you have to close the curly braces. After you can define in the single quotes this one and this one as well. You have to close here. After that you can mention here attribute. So this is the attributes we have to mention here. And this is the value of this particular attributes. So if you want, you can pass the user and the password here. So I'm simply saying search. That's it. That's it. After that, we have saved this. Come here. What is the key? What is the key here? Attributes. Okay. So we have to come here, and how we can access this one in our Sling model. So for that, here we have one request attributes. We have a request attributes, and inside that you have to define that attribute name. Okay. So this is the name we have defined it, and now you can create here public, sorry, private string attribute. It's not going. Why? Do we have to define the name? That's nice now. It's done. Now come here. Public string get what? Attribute. Come here, return attribute. That's it. Now the same thing we have to call in our HTML. So whatever the getter methods we have defined it, we'll just simply say like all the stuff it has printing or not. So we'll start from the get resource type. Copy. Come here. Copy this. Hit enter and just simply paste it. Instead of that,